Dragon Ball Z3 Xenoverse. The trailer has just dropped. So we're gonna take a look at it. I've only watched like the first like minute or so of it. So I tried not to watch all of it because I didn't actually realize that they were going to be dropping that. But I literally just saw the tweet and I said, you know what? Let's take a look at it. I got some thoughts about the game. Well, not necessarily this game, but the previous games like Xenoverse 2. I've played that game and obviously, of course, the first one. So I'll let you guys know my thoughts behind it. But let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right.
Let's go take a look at me. I was born to be and I know that's destiny. Look at me speeding with the spotlight. Catch me if you can. Watch me glitter like a galaxy. Every smile I bring to you. There's sparkle in my flow, untouchable. Cause you know I'm the one. My rhythm hears the beat, cool looks, sweet voice, so divine, jewel perfection. Is this for real? Open your mind. Hey! Feel the disharmony. I know how it feels. My new song's out. Hope you like
it. I kind of like this of the movie.
Look alive! Another incident in New City. That's your cue to head out and take care of it.
All right, Brett. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
I always feel like he looks like the Great Saiyaman. You know, it looks a little bit like that in terms of the clothing in itself. But yeah, this kind of like futuristic kind of look. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Obviously, a guy, if you've played obviously Xenoverse 1 and 2, you'll kind of know the kind of vibe, you know, of the game and stuff like that. The Galactic Patrol and all these kind of things.
Nice. Go! Hey, partner! The incident should be just up ahead. Careful, though. I might just steal the spotlight myself. Now, here comes the hero.
Are we going to have another game where your character does not speak? Like it does, like, it absolutely bugs me. Like I keep telling people this, like, I need the character to at least talk. Like, surely they can give you like voices. You know what I mean? You know, like when you play some games, like you get like even if you give me like 5 different male voices, 5 different female voices, 5 different whatever kind of voices, just voices. I just feel that it brings the game, you know, it brings the game to life a little bit more. Like without the voice, the person that you're always talking to, for example, always just feels like they're just talking to themselves, essentially. And I never feel like it then looks that, sounds weird me saying real because it's obviously just a game, but I don't like the fact that you don't say a word because it just doesn't feel like there's any real interaction actually going on. It just feels like, oh, it almost comes like we're playing games from back in the 90s and stuff like that, where your character doesn't actually really speak. It's just really done through a series of like choices that you kind of make throughout the game. Is it a yes? Is it a no? I'm like, well, no, we're kind of in a day and age where the characters can interact with each other a lot more and a lot better. So surely they can just talk. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I said, you can give them, if they should be able to have like set voices. Again, I'm just guessing. I'm hoping that was just the beginning of it, and then later on, or like in the actual gameplay itself, you do actually talk and you've got these voices. But that was one of the things that really irked me in Xenoverse 2, was just the sheer fact that the character never spoke. And I don't know, people might say, oh, that's a very trivial thing, but for me it was like it's almost kind of pointless. It really, really is. But we'll continue. Right?
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
It sounds like it.
Wow, you really caught me off guard. You okay?
I'm saying, like, there's no interaction. Yeah, like very, I don't know. I don't really know what the word, for that would actually, necessarily be. But yeah, listen, look, I mean, I think, as I said before, that would be my only gripe. Well, there's that and the actual gameplay in itself. I've always felt with Xenoverse 2, it was just kind of a boring kind of not story, well, boring story. Even yes, you're going to do like certain missions and things like that, which is okay. That's okay, but the reality is, it just felt quite boring and very tedious and just repetitive. You're just doing the same thing, just in a different place. Same thing, just in a different place. Same thing, just in a different place. And I just felt like you could add a little bit more to a game like this. Like, it has the potential to be able to do more within the game in itself, because of the concept of the kind of game. Like, you're your own person. You're whether you want to be a Saiyan or you want to be someone from Namek or whatever, an alien or whatever it is that you want it to be. There is that potential, to be that. And I felt like, as a kid especially, that was always something you really wanted to do. Like, I want to be a Saiyan. I want my Saiyan to look like me, as an example, a black Saiyan. do you get what I mean? So that was always fun. So being able to create your own character and, all of these kind of things, and he can look a certain type of way, and, can do certain things, and being able to do a Kamehameha, all these kind of things, that in itself is absolutely fine. Like I say, for me, it is purely just the sheer fact of, one, like I said, the talking thing. For me, it's very, very big. It sounds trivial, I know, but it is big in the grand scheme of things in terms of the game, and also just maybe a little bit more for the actual story of the game. I don't know what you could potentially implement, but I do think that there is more that they could be doing, because I just feel like, for what you're putting in the game, there should be a little bit more scope as to what the game actually provides in terms of just in an entertainment kind of aspect. And I just didn't really feel Xenoverse 2, for me, I felt like the game was boring. Honestly, I played it for a little bit, but then it just became tedious. Do you get what I mean? Like, it actually just became that. I ended up just doing like versus battles, like, after a while, with with my son and friends and stuff like that, as opposed to actually going through the game. Now, you guys know I'm a purist when it comes to games. I like, if I'm going to be playing a game, it needs to have some depth to it. And if games don't have depth to it, then I'm always a bit like, nah, it's not really for me, kind of thing. Because then I can just play a Fortnite, something simple and just easy to kind of do. But Dragon Ball Z was something that is so close to my heart in terms of the franchise in itself. I would love for them to do a little bit more. What that is, again, I don't have the answers, and I'm not paid to have the answers. That's where they come into it. So yeah, we'll wait and see, in terms of how the game obviously, pans itself out. And obviously, I guess closer, it's coming out in 2027. Anyway, it's coming out on PS5, Xbox Series X, and Steam as well. So yeah, I'm hoping closer to the game, obviously, we'll get a lot more gameplay, a lot more things to kind of let us know as to what it is that you're going to potentially be doing within the game. And then, yeah, we can kind of take it from there. But let me know your first kind of thoughts, your reactions to the new trailer, obviously, that's just come out. Are you excited, for the game? Is it something that you've played before and you really want to play, the next installment? I think you'll play it regardless, just to kind of see, because you never know until you actually play the game. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What kind of things are you looking for in the new game, Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 3? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.